can't wait to be there. I know I probably asked a million questions, but I wanted to see if Dexter D, you might have any questions for someone who has never been to a Blerdcon, but has been to plenty of conventions, or Demo, who's only been to Blerdcon and no other conventions.
Really?
Know,
oh, dang, Demo.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay,
so I got something for Demo. And again, if Blerdcon is your first and or only convention, you are setting yourself up for some disappointment. And I'm on the opposite end of that.
I'm on the opposite end of that, mind you. So
I'm not putting any other cons down. I'm just saying that there's certain expectations that people had, because I know a lot of brothers like you, a lot of brothers and sisters, we were their first con, and we were their introduction into the con world, and they find the community, and we go to other cons too. We go to every con. We love normal nerd stuff just like everybody, so we go to other cons too. So you see the other conventions on the calendar going around the calendar, and people would come to me and they said, yeah, this is cool and all, but I was looking for this thing that was at Blerdcon. I was looking for that thing that was at Blerdcon. I was looking for that thing at Blerdcon.
You're not gonna find
it. Not,
sorry, homie. That's why we got the Blerdcon.
Blerdcon and set the bar way too high, because I had a great time, man. Like for it to be my first, I was like, yo, I've not been coming to these, like.
Yeah, we have managed to create a formula that is very unique. So when you go to another convention, I love all conventions because I love people, and I love different people, and I love different locations and geographies and towns and all this stuff. So I'll go to any con anywhere. I just love it. So I have my expectations set. Even if it's like a library con out in Clinton, Maryland somewhere, it's like, it's really for what it is. This is what I came for, and I met some folks and had a great time. But when you go to your next big con and other people who haven't been to Blerdcon, and maybe this is their con, they're gonna be like, oh, Demo, yeah, you're gonna love this, and this is so fun, and we're gonna da-da-da, and you're gonna get there and you're gonna kind of, what's that meme with the disappointed fan where he got his hands up and he's you gotta kind of get that.
I like it.
Nah, but for it to be my first one though, I was highly impressed. I was like, wow, like I'm really having fun out here. And that was just that Saturday. So
you just come for that one day.
Yeah, I only came for that one day. So but that one day I'm like, yo, and then the next day dude was like, yo, the party, son.
You didn't make the party?
I didn't make the party. I had to go. I had something else to do. So I was out there for a good
8 hours?
8 hours?
Clutching my Akoyo beads.
Yeah, we were there for a minute. But had to go do some other stuff. But man, I enjoyed it so much. Man.
Okay, so for y'all in the audience who's listening to this and watching, the best way to enjoy Blerdcon, and I'm telling you, is if you can afford it, or if you can get the time off, get to the hotel on Thursday, check in, get all of that out the way, because if you come on Friday, the check-in process is going to be after we open the doors, because most hotels don't do check-in until like 3-4 o'clock. Now they do have some early check-ins that they do, and we have the majority of the people in the con. There's not a lot of stuff happening before us, so you might get lucky, but you don't want to be doing a long drive, unpacking all your stuff, moving it into a room, all this, and then have con day one. It's better to just wake up fresh, go downstairs, come to the opening, let it go, and then know and understand that the con is around the clock. We do not shut down. There's no lights cutting off and thank y'all for coming out. It's now 8 o'clock. We need everybody to leave. We'll see y'all in the morning. No.
Signing off.
Food trucks are around the clock. Arcade atriums around the clock, the anime screening room is around the clock, tabletop gaming rooms around the clock. We have some of the panels that go late into the evening, Blerdcon After Dark. The parties are going to go late this year. So, there's really no time. It's like a casino. No one's telling you it's time to go to bed. So be ready to regulate your own schedule, because you're not going to see the normal progression of, okay, it's overnight now. So
you know what the beauty of it was though, because when I was leaving, clearly stuff was still about to happen, but it had moments where it like calmed down, which I really appreciated, because it's like, all right, I'm leaving at a good time, because I'm not leaving in the middle of something. Like clearly something else is about to happen. But
people do go to sleep.
Yeah.
We got young kids, we got older adults that after 10:30, you know, they're kind of like done with the day.
Yeah.
And then they'll go to the food truck, get some food, or they'll go to the room, get some rest, whatever. But there's still a good 2/3 to half of the con that's just like clocks be damned.
Full go.
You know, I'm doing this all 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this the whole way through. I ain't sleeping. I got one more question. Is it too late for folks to volunteer for the convention? And what ways can people help if it's not too late to volunteer or help in any kind of way?
Listen, there's two ways that I like to gauge the community buy-in for Blerdcon in the lead up. And it's not badge sales, because that is the last indicator. People wait to the very last minute. You know, look at the hotels and all the stuff. I get in and say, okay, we're good. People are going to be there. But it is volunteering and it is programming. People volunteer their time and energy. It just lets us know that people have bought into this as a community and they want to be a part of it. So it is never too late. We are doing really well, but we always need more. You can volunteer in almost any capacity. I mean, you can be security, you can work reds, you could be a wrangler, a greeter, a runner. You know, there's so many jobs, there's so many moving parts in the con staff, area, that there's never too many volunteers. So absolutely, there's actually a post on all of our social media for volunteers with the links, or you can go to the website and there's a volunteer form it's a Google Doc that you fill out. Comes with after you work a certain amount of hours, you get a full weekend badge and a shirt. You get to keep. You don't take the shirts back. You get the shirt. And again, it's just the community. It's important for people to see the community when they come in, and people that they know that are a part of the convention, because the convention is part of the community. So your time and your energy, even if you're doing something behind the scenes, you can volunteer to do stuff throughout the year. As a matter of fact, when we go to other conventions and we set up booths, if we're in your town and you want to come and help staff the booth, you know, we don't fly the whole team. They got day jobs. We're all volunteers. So, you know, if I'm coming to Philly or New York, I might not have the Blerdcon crew with me. I might have to bring the Blerdcon fam for wherever we're going to come out and help work the table, and we'll feed you and take care of you and all that. So there's absolutely no restrictions on that. Definitely volunteer is the best way you can help and contribute to the con. Awesome.
I'm sorry, guys. I know I said I wanted y'all to ask questions, and then I just went ahead and started keep asking questions. Is there? I know you guys. I know you, Andre and Dexter D, want to ask questions, so I want to give you guys the floor, the opportunity to.
Okay.
I mean, it's not really a question I have. I mean, for me, I'll just go ahead and say it's not really a question. It's just like a comment on, you know, salivating. I'm the opposite of Demo. I've been to a couple other conventions, and usually like the convention really comes home to me when I'm around the Blerd element in those conventions. You know what I mean? So that's like after hours and like the, you know, the video game booths or, you know, what have you, when the main population starts to die down and, you know, some of us start to, you know, have our own little space and whatnot. I mean, I'm across the Atlantic right now, and I'm actually looking at flights, trying to see if there's any way I can get.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
It'll be great. Take a flight. I'll hit a vaccination, because if I stay here, I'm gonna have to wait till like midsummer to get my vaccination.
I heard that the UK is being real stingy with their vaxes, which is amazing to me, because, you know, we haven't been first in a lot of things in America in a long time. And when I found out that like we're first as far as vaccinations, I got friends over in the UK. Kazuki Cosplay, Rio Small, she's over there, 2 cosplayers that I really admire. And I'm like, yeah, you get your vaccine, come on over. Like, we're not gonna get our vaccines for.
No.
They hitting up the elderly and the sick and all this.
Oh, they really.
Then they pulled the AstraZeneca. You know,
They did.
so it's just been a real
Well,
challenge.
you know,
for
let's just
guys.
say a bunch of countries went to Costco and America bought all the toilet paper.
And they're
So we
not
gotta do
even-
we gotta do with what we got. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull apart this 2-ply, and you know we're
Listen.
gonna.
They're not even
Listen.
using it. Like, I went to
Ooh,
get
that's
my
the
vaccine.
stuff right
No
there.
one was in there. Nobody was getting their vaccine, and I was so surprised. Like, I got my vaccine on a Saturday at 2 p.m. and it was
Right.
empty, dog.
I feel like people are going back.
Biden said this week, he's like, I'm changing the rules. We are distributing vaccine to all the drugstores. You don't have to set an appointment. You can walk in. You can walk into a Walgreens right now with your shoulder out and say, I need the vaccine. You fill out some paperwork, and they like pop, hit you up, and get that first dose.
Right.
I don't even know if they're gonna ask about where you're from or anything. It's like, just make sure we're not double vaccinating you, so you have 3
Right.
different meds.
Somebody out
But,
here trying to get all 3 vaccines.
You saw
I
that
heard
meme?
that. Somebody was talking like that.
I saw that meme. I've got all 5 companies in my bloodstream.
Yeah, like it's a super soldier serum.
Yeah, soldier serum out here. It's like,
I'm gonna get one. I see if I get it in my left arm, it's not the same as if I got it in my right arm. And that way I can like, no, bro, that's not
Like
how
a
vaccines
Covers me from all angles, you know.
exactly.
cover you from
Oh,
life.
man.
You mess around. Look, COVID vaccine overdose. Like, what is going on with that?
Like we have the first mutant zero out here.
Oh man, see. So yeah, if you can get here, you can get vaxxed.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's what gives me confidence that, even though a lot of people were caught off guard with the suddenness of the decision, a lot of people have adjusted and they have, they've looked at the fact that they can get vaccinated, and they're just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And again, there are people who are just not going to do it for a wide variety of reasons. There's a whole spectrum over here of people that have decided not to do it for different reasons. We respect that. We're not trying to change people's minds, but we do want people to be safe. So yeah, if you get over here, man, trust me, somebody is waiting for you with a needle. You will trip and fall on a vaccination.
A nurse will help get
joke,
you up.
No joke. My friend started working with Pfizer, and I hit her up. I was like, they should get like the dart guns, right? And like I could just like snipe people.
Just shoot.
Rooftop. I could just be like hitting people like, poop, they vaccinate people, run. They got Pfizer shooting from this rooftop. They got AstraZeneca from that rooftop, or do my man, just get my little blow dart. Like,
Yeah, get the blow dart.
oh, just,
my neck is sore.
Yeah.
Besides Blerdcon, what plans do you have for the future? I actually don't know anything else about you except for Blerdcon. Just
I am
Blerdcon.
so
I thought your name was
excited.
Blerdcon this whole time. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I'm just here. Okay, so I live here. Wait for everybody to come. No, actually, the COVID lockdown and all that has really altered my perceptions about business and about Blerdcon. This is now my full-time job. This is what I do. We're going to be expanding the Blerd footprint and community. We're going to be doing a lot of web-based promotion, do a little bit more with the virtual technology that everyone is now so comfortable with. I'm going to be consulting with other conventions on how to, be more diverse and be more inclusive and how to, create a convention that, even if it's not Blerd specific, is going to tap into all of these different areas of diversity and inclusion that may not come naturally to your institutional DNA. And, we've really had a good time running this. And it's funny because Blerdcon having to be canceled was not the end of one story. It was the start of another. We partnered with HBO. We did some work with TNT, Warner Brothers, Afropunk, South by Southwest, all hit us up about doing stuff, with the convention and with the connection that we have with the community. And, because everybody went virtual. Remember, all the cons got canceled.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So all the promotion that all of these brands and studios and networks were used to doing at San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, Anime Expo, all that just went away. And so now they're like, okay, who are the stakeholders that have, cachet with the communities that we need to reach? And this was in the height of the George Floyd, protest moment. So we had all these companies that were like hyper focused on the Black community.
Yeah.
And we were able to get out there and do some amazing outreach opportunities with them. And we're going to do more of that. We're going to be hopefully be able to put some ancillary events together. I want to bring little pocket Blerdcon pop-ups to other cons. I get that all the time. When's Blerdcon coming to my town? I'm like, I
would love to have a Blerdcon concert. I have been trying for the last 2-3 years to have a concert where there's video games and there's music. And
listen, I'm with you. And people have there's a need for it, and we are uniquely placed to make it happen.
Yeah.
And
that'd be a really cool
again,
idea.
creating more of a delivery system for Blerd content throughout the year, so that Blerdcon is not just this big, hype thing that happens on the calendar every summer, but is a culmination of activity, outreach, and engagement throughout the year. And that's our goal. And so we'll be doing some of that. You'll see some of that manifest in 2021 and 2022. And hopefully that'll be the mission to accomplish before. Because listen, as crazy as it's going to be, I really think this is going to be a really great year for Blerdcon 2021. 2022, when all the cons come back and all of the people get back onto the playing field, and everything starts really opening up and we go back full throttle, the con community and the nerd community is going to be just at an all-time high. We're going to have a 3-year run after 2021 that's just going to be stellar, and it's going to hit everybody: the podcasters, the bloggers, con runners, musicians, artists. It's just the energy is just going to blow up, and so you guys should be ready for that too.
Absolutely. Are there any homies you want to give a shout out to, man? Just anybody you want to thank, or just that you work with that's just awesome? I know you got like a whole team.
I got a whole team, man. So, obviously big shout out to my co-founder, Haas Parrish. He's working behind the scenes, making big things happen. He's got a lot of stuff that keeps him busy, but he's always makes time for Blerdcon, and it wouldn't be no Blerdcon without him. The team, Tifron, Cerise, Demi, Lacey, I'm just looking down my list of people. Nigel, Steven. I gotta give a shout out to my DJ Taylor Senpai. Haven't been able to spend with him in so long. Come on, what are we gonna do? I don't have the names in front of me, so it's like everybody's right here, and I'm looking at everybody's face. But we really have had a great time. Building this like Black Fae Day, this just day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Carmen put that. Yeah, it's a new thing, man. I'm getting hip to it myself. So Carmen put that on. My man Maurice, cosplay con runner, Supreme, DC Anime Club, Nerds with Melanin, HNIC, UAL, POC cosplayers. Big shout out to Quirk Chat, the app. Everybody should check that out. The Quirk family is really doing it. There's just so much Blerd activity out there in the community that we need to tap into. And then if I missed anybody with the team, I just, it's blood sugar, it's dinner time. But make sure I shout everybody out on the front and the back end. But we really have a great team. We cannot do it without them. Every aspect of the con that you mentioned, Ashley is the one who organizes the food truck rally. So, Ashley's somebody that does a lot of contribution. My man Wheels, he does our sound and light. You just run down the list of all the people that come in and make big things happen, and the sponsoring cons are going to be there. It's going to be MagFest is going to be on board. We're gonna have some awesome con on board for Blerdcon. It's just really a lot's gonna be happening this summer, and it's because of this community effort, and it's because of the team, and they just put so much of this work in. And without them, Jasmine on registration, free Jasmine. There's gonna be so much going on, and you'll see all these people, and thank them when you see them. They make it happen.
Hey guys, check out CoPlay Media on Spotify and DC Radio 96.3 HD4 on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. for all your anime talk, video games, and everything important to the Black nerd community.
And don't forget to check out our website and our YouTube channel for the special guest interviews with some of your favorite anime voice actors in anime.
Get you some real talk, get you some information to the streets.
No crazy feedback.
No craziness.